Yeah, boy, I've been having a rough week here. My name's just getting dragged through everything, so I just wanted to clear up a few things here. I was awoken about 11 o'clock last night with a tirade of SMS messages, but let's go talk about a few first things here is Tim is in Colombia trying to find a job. I went to Colombia. I was going to stay there. Here's the big problems. You can only stay in Colombia 6 months out of a year if you're not married or have a job. Didn't mention that. He knew that on his visa. 2, you have to get sponsored by the company in order to get a job. So why didn't he look for a job before he went overseas? He wasn't looking for a job. 3, the apartment situation. It's very difficult to get an apartment as a foreigner in Colombia unless you have a Colombian person, a Colombian citizen, be a co-signer or a signer for the lease, which he has. Okay, we'll take that one there. And 4, people are saying he didn't get on the motorcycle because he didn't want to put the helmet on. He didn't want to get on the motorcycle because it's illegal in Colombia for 2 men to be on the motorcycle together. And it goes back to the Pablo Escobar days when one would be a driver and the other guy would be the shooter. So they made it illegal for 2 men to be on a motorcycle. So no matter what, he would have had to have walked away from the motorcycle. The motorcycle driver would not pick him up. So on another note, people trying to say that Carmen was trying to date Colt. Now Jason. Didn't happen. Alright, so my name's being dragged into this, so let's just go back to the start. Colt was Carmen's Facebook friend. I'm not sure if he was stalking her, if he was trying to date her. Don't know. Don't know anything about it. All I know is Larissa was her Facebook friend too, and Colt decided he wanted to try to date Larissa. Larissa did not speak English or much English at the time, but Colt kept going, and finally she learned English to date Colt. That, to my knowledge, is the extent of how they know each other or how they met. Jason, on the other hand, I had a convention last year called Alien Con. It was in LA. Now, living in Vegas, it's not like every city in America. Totally different. People work different shifts, different days off. It's very difficult to get somebody to commit to a certain time of the week. So if someone says, come by Saturday, one of the two of the two, probably 25-30% of the time, will not show up. And the reason is because the work hours. You may work Saturday, you may not work Saturday, your schedule changes. If you're working graveyard and your day off, you really don't particularly want to go out partying for the day after you get off work at 10 o'clock in the morning. But you could. I mean, the bars are open at 10 o'clock in the morning, but who knows? But my point is this. I asked about 18 people, 19 people to work for me in LA. I'm talking anybody I knew, people I worked with, neighbors, you name it. No one could commit or would commit. And it's sad. I mean, seriously, it's sad when you sit there and you say, I will pay you $400 to go with me to LA this weekend. It is sad when you say, I will pay you $400 and pay for your hotel room. It is sad when you say, I will pay you $400, your hotel room, and your food, and they still won't say, I don't know if I want to go. I mean, what do you want, crack or something when you get a chance to make $400 and all you got to do is hang around for like 8 hours a day. So I asked 19, 20. I mean, it was a lot of people. People wouldn't answer. Some people would act like I'm not even talking to them. Like, hey, do you want to go working this weekend? They'd be, I don't know. And excuse the room. It's messy. I'm trying to fix it so I can. I'm moving in the next couple of weeks to Arizona. I got a job there, so I'm trying to pack everything. So everything's really messy right now. I've put up over 300 items on eBay. If you want to check out Moiska Jewelers on eBay, go right ahead. And so I said, Jason, I'm desperate. Do you want to go? I mean, he was like the 20th pick. And he's like, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'm good at selling. I can sell. I said, great. I said, if we sell enough. Now, here was the deal. Ask yourself this one question. If I said to you, if you sell $9, $10, $20,000 worth of jewelry over this weekend, I will personally buy you a plane ticket to X place. How many people would actually say, I'm going to hustle, I'm going to sell whatever I can? Okay, I'm going to just leave it at that. That was part of the deal. So he starts email. He told me that he sent Colt a registered letter in the mail because he wanted to meet Colt. So he sent a registered letter in the mail saying, hey, I'm in town, you want to meet? Started sending Carmen and Larissa emails or text messages, Facebook or Instagram, I'm not sure, saying he was going to be in town. A lot of cast members have this camaraderie where they do meet each other and they get to know each other, and it's kind of a close-knit group of people. Even if they're on one season, if they're on multiple seasons, it's kind of a close-knit group for several of them. So winds up, he shows up in Vegas and I go pick him up and he says, I don't know what's wrong with Carmen and Larissa. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I know we're supposed to have dinner with them. And he's like, oh, they're just stuck up. And he starts going off screaming about them and everything. Apparently, Larissa decided not to meet us. Carmen said something. I don't know exactly what it was said. But Jason took offense to it, and I guess he sent her a very derogatory message. And then, so we went to L.A. No, we went to a restaurant, and he just started going off on the waitress. He has not gotten over his ex-wife, and he really does need to get over his ex-wife. And I told him that. So there was no dinner date. There was no group date. I don't know why he's calling it a date at all. It may have been a date on the calendar to visit, but there was no date. There was no date. I'm going to try to talk to another blogger. Hopefully I'll talk to him and get a lot more info out there. So I want to save it for his channel. If it doesn't come through with his channel, I will be posting another one with all the info I had. Oh, let's see. Nicole is trying to hint that she's coming back to Sharp, 90 Day Fiance. I haven't seen any evidence of her and Azan being together because she has not shown a thing. Not a thing. You would expect her to show at least one picture here, one picture there, a picture here, a picture there. She's been back, 3-4 weeks now, and I haven't seen one picture of hers yet, of her and Azan from the 5 months that they were there. She only says she was scared. My God, I don't believe that. So I'm going to wait to see if I can set up an appointment or time to talk with this other blogger, and I will tell a lot of stuff. I'm going to give them the first shot at everything. And I'm not going to hold back. I'm just going to tell everything. I'm just going to tell everything. And it's going to make some people angry, some people funny, some people laugh. I'm not going to hold back because I don't care anymore. My name's being thrown into stuff that it's a petty little argument of something that never happened. It was just someone came to town, wanted to meet some people, and then they couldn't show up, and then the other person took offense to it. And that's basically all it is. There was no dinner date. There was no scheduled date. There was like, okay, Saturday at 3 o'clock, stop on by, we'll have it. We didn't even go to that point. It was like, stop by the house. If you want, we can have a barbecue at the house. And that was about all it went to. Nothing more than that. But no date, no come over Saturday or what days you're going to be in town. Nothing. And so, like I said, people in Nevada, sometimes they'll just blow you off. Big deal. I don't really care. I mean, there's people that, and there's cast members that will acknowledge I'm telling the truth. There's times when, or former cast members, I should say. There's times when the former cast members were supposed to meet. We couldn't meet because of other obligations. Nothing was said. No biggie, we'll meet. And I tell them, no biggie, we'll meet at another time, another date, another place. It does not bother me at all. But this is just crazy with these. But like I said, nothing. There was no date at all. There was no time scheduled. There was nothing said about Saturday, Friday. We had to be in LA on Thursday. Thursday we had to be in LA. So we had to leave at 7. We're supposed to be in LA at 11. No, we left at about 8. Supposed to have been there about 12:30. Didn't get to LA till almost 1. 4. So we had about an hour to set up. So I'm just saying, that's how long it took. It took 7 hours from Vegas to LA, so it was like 2.5 hours longer than it should have in the middle of the week. It was Thursday, and so, like I said, I'll talk about this all on the other blogger stuff, exactly 100% what happened. But I am going to say right now, there was no date, there was no time to set up, and there's no reason why someone's going to get all upset about someone not texting them saying, sorry, I can't meet you. No reason at all. Just get over with it. Move on with your life. Smoke some ganja. Life's good. All right. But I'm going to say, I'm going to give the other blogger the first dibs. I've already talked to him. If fails in the next 3, 4, 5 days of being able to get it out, then I'll go live. I'll do another one, and I'll do another episode, and I will explain everything to the T, and you'll be like, oh wow, oh, whoa. So, all right. Thank you all.